all. I'm Vasanti Mulajkar, founder of VM3 Tech Solutions LLP, and Internscope is a flagship product of VM3 Tech Solutions. With the vision, we want to build the youth and build the nation. So, with this initiative, we have started to have the problems on a board, to have the discussions and something on a table that will be fruitful for the students or this precious community. So I welcome Mr. Nitten Mahadik as an industry speaker uh, who has a wide experience in international market, domestic market. He also works in a broader vision, empowering the students internationally in multiple countries. He is certified search inside yourself teacher. Having 20 plus years, he use experiential methods. Speciality about his experiential method, he teach the presentation skill in a theater-based learning skills. Works with corporate institutions and NGO. So welcome Nitin sir on this forum.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
As I earlier mentioned, VM3 Tech Solutions is a parent company which works in a technology space, and Internscope is the flagship product which derives as a founder my vision, building the youth, and youth is the asset for the nation, and that's why Internscope born here. So, what is Internscope? It is the early career talent and internship ecosystem where a student can learn on a project based, and definitely it's a hiring platform, and here we are putting small efforts to bridge the gaps between colleges students and industries. Really what we observe the problem in market, I know the colleges professors parents families students are taking hard efforts to gain the knowledge, to understand the technologies, to move ahead and settle up their career, but somehow there is the thin problem, that is the exposure, industry connect, internship mandate, and skill gaps. These people are learning only theoretically, but somehow they are missing the real skill to adopt. They are chasing the certificates, but not understanding the importance about the having the right skills at right time only. And they need, at least what we observe, they need one mentor who can support them, guide them, who can rectify what is good and what should be avoided. So the Internscope coming in this picture. So it's about to career start, career gap, academic project internship, those people who want to switch the domain, profile building, mentorship, live project, and internship. It is simple definition for the Internscope. Here it's not a single-handed ecosystem. We need many people to contribute in this mission. So we invite speaker like Nitin sir who can guide you through their valuable talks. We invite business owners also to publish their job posts, share their requirements on a POC projects where our students or candidates can help them and they can work on a live assignments. Why Internscope? These are the gaps where we come with the solutions. Corporate skills, real project portfolio, internship and skill certificates, industry mentoring, improving employability, confidence and job readiness. So these people are working very hard. They are spending high money. Families are spending high money. Even education institutes ecosystems also taking the heavy effort for their placements. But still industry people are not happy with the Gen Z talent or the recent fresher talent because somehow the expectations are not matching on the performance layer, and that's the these major six gaps we identified, and we help them to build these six gaps. Nitin sir, I again welcome to you on a forum. Before moving ahead, I would like to announce happily, really colleges are helping us. They are also contributing us to be a part of our vision mission. And in this week, we have signed up as a team Internscope, not the VM3, as a team Internscope, we have signed up the MOU with Modern College of Arts, Science and Commerce for internscope.com. And really, we will be contributing to their 11,000 students' career gap analysis or their mentoring and their support system. So it's a proud moment for us. So let's celebrate this. So Nitin sir, over to you. You can start with your brief introduction and just over to you. Let us know about your approach about the mindfulness. The topic is the mindfulness, and we want to support with our tools and technologies with the mindfulness integrations to our students. So over to you.
Thank you. And many congratulations for your MOU with Modern. And I wish you soaring success for your journey ahead. Thank you for inviting me here. So, my name is Nitin. I'm based in Pune. I love to say this. I have just begun my career, and this is my 24th year of work. And I feel ready for the next 20 years. Today's topic is mindfulness. So, I'll just quickly share about how I began my journey in mindfulness. So, I was very distressed because of a lot of failures in my life. I failed to be optimistic. I had lost energy. I had lost enthusiasm. While I was young, I felt very old in my head. So I was looking a way out of my distress. And I keep saying this as a joke, but it's also true. Because I did not have money to go to the bar, I ended up in a free meditation retreat, and that started changing my life. And ever since, I think I've become not just a practitioner of mindfulness, but also a champion of mindfulness. And given the nature of how modern life is constructed, one of the things that is continuously harming us is ongoing distractions, which has a heavy cost on the mental energy that we spend. And I think mindfulness, while it was introduced or introduced to the world 2,500 years ago, contemporary scientists say that it's absolutely relevant even today. In fact, it cannot be more relevant than today. And that is why my aim is to teach mindfulness to as many youths in the country as possible. Happy to share that this year, as a part of our philanthropy project, we've trained 5,000 students in Marathwada district on the mindfulness curriculum. And I remember one interesting comment from one student, and she walked up to me after the program and said, "You know what? I actually learned today that we can train the mind, and this is a new discovery for me." Okay, so over to you. Yeah.
So, thank you, Nitin, for giving the brief about, and really the young minds are miracles. They can discover anything. Yeah, okay. So, I would like to discover more from you about the mindfulness. What exactly you can explain
Mm.
about the mindfulness? Means in a simple words, is it just meditation or something beyond it?
Okay, so good question to start with. I think there are a lot of notions about mindfulness. People think mindfulness is for old age. So it's not for me right now. I'm young. Why do I need it? Other few people think it's only about relaxation. Few people, I've also seen people saying that, okay, mindfulness is just about having your coffee mindfully, eating mindfully, and stuff like that. But let's cut the clutter and come to the essence of mindfulness. I think the essence of mindfulness is attention training. Okay, let me give you an example. The other day, I was addressing a school audience, okay, children from 9th and 10th grade. And I asked them in Hindi, okay, आजकल सबसे बड़ी problem क्या है? And you know what everybody said? Continuous distraction. Now imagine if that starts at school age, how that person is going to become an adult with their frugal attention. Another problem, since childhood, we have heard pay attention. Where is your attention? Are you absent minded? Have you lost your attention or have you lost your mind? What does it mean by losing the mind? It's not just losing emotionally, it also means losing connect with the present moment.
True.
And we've been always asked to pay attention, but we've never been taught to pay attention. So I'm repeating this. We have always been asked to pay attention. We've never been taught to pay attention. And that is now costing us massively. So, to just define what is mindfulness, it is a systematic training of the mind to increase its attentional capacity. Because when you increase your attentional capacity, that has a direct correlation with your productivity, physical and mental. A distracted mind can never be productive. Only a mind which can hold attention for a sustained period of time can only be productive. Okay, so it's fundamentally attention training, and then there are various ways or methodologies in mindfulness about how you can pay attention and refine your attentional capability so that you develop the ability to focus, you develop the ability to be more in the present moment. And what is the reward? Outstanding leadership, higher productivity, and most importantly, happiness. So,
So you mentioned two things, continuing with this, the distractions. So we are living in a technology and social media age with the constant notifications, attention spans is very low.
yes. Mhm.
So how to deal with such distractions? I mean,
Yes.
is there
Yeah.
any practical mindfulness techniques where student
Mm.
can
Mhm.
implement, use, or need to follow this?
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so now if you look at how we are constantly distracted currently, it's not that it happened all of a sudden. We trained ourselves every day to be distracted. Yes or no? So
Mhm.
systematically, हमें पता भी नहीं है कैसे हमने अपने आप को distracted बनने के लिए train किया हुआ है. How? When all this technology came, every now and then we reached out because there was something interesting happening there, or so we thought. Okay, so, which means rather than keeping our mind steady, we drip fed our mind every single day for several moments. And there's a neuroscience principle: neurons that fire together, they wire together. So now we are perpetually distracted. Or ये very systematically we have trained ourselves, not understanding what is the cost of such distraction. I mean, the recent hazard that happened, and sometimes the plane crash that happened with one of our renowned politicians in Maharashtra. What are some people saying on the news? I was watching that. It is the cost of also heavy distraction in a way, if you look at it. Lost attention, could not focus, something happened. So attention plays a role everywhere in our daily life. We don't realize it because we are saying, what's the big deal? I will watch 10, 15 reels or watch the reels for half an hour and then come back. No, now we have trained ourselves only for entertainment, entertainment,
True.
entertainment. So, what does mindfulness teach us? It builds our capacity to be also aware about our own impulses, how we react impulsively. And I think the greatest capacity that one has to develop is the impulse control. And if we can't control our impulses, at every level, we will see making wrong decisions, from mundane decisions to the highest level of decision making. So, mindfulness will not do magic for you. Every day, you will have to sit down and train yourself to come back to the present moment. Just as we trained ourselves to be constantly distracted, we have to now build the reservoir of our attention. And if we don't do that, we will be swept away with the huge wave of content that is being thrown to us continuously, not knowing how that is massively costing us our relationships, our ability to perform, and the quality of our life. And therefore, every day sitting down at one place and training your attention without anything exciting happening in your life is a beautiful and most important skill that we will have to build. Otherwise, right now also see we have kept our phone by our side, right? I am sure हर 2-3 मिनट के बाद में हम फोन थोड़ा turn around, see if there is any notification, which means we can't sit quietly even for like 5 minutes. So I call this ये हमारी प्रगति नहीं है, दुर्दशा है. So we have to accept कि ये दुर्दशा है, and not celebrate our durdasha. So we have to ring that alarm now. It's high time.
True, true. So, as we are being into Internscope, we maximally deal with the students, their parents, and even the education institutes also. So, is there any time when can we start it, uh, or anything
Mm,
else? You can talk about time
yeah.
frame for them.
Yeah. When can we start? My question is, we should have started yesterday. So it's high time that we start. And you see, for example, I have been a teacher at Search Inside Yourself, which teaches mindfulness at Google, SAP, Ernst& Young, Allianz Insurance, Deutsche Bank, many leading organizations. Why do you think they're bringing these methodologies in the organization? Because it is directly impacting their bottom line. It is directly impacting how teams perform. It is directly impacting how people have empathy towards each other. So these are all life skills. And with the advent of AI, what are some of the AI experts saying? What do you need to develop as we go further? It's not the technology. Technology is being developed by so many people in the people around the world. What we have to develop is the emotional intelligence, is the connect, is the empathy, because human connections are going to be even more precious when everything is going to be done by a chatbot. So we should have started yesterday, but it's never too late. You can start today. But to start, we have to realize what are we paying the cost of being distracted today and the cost of our happiness. If we don't realize that, we feel every day watching reel for 1 hour is normal. Okay. So first that alarm bell has to ring in our head to start.
Great, great. Means when we realize something is missing, we have to start with the mindfulness techniques, or at least we have to go ahead to in search and practicing these techniques here, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Uh, as I deal with fourth year, third year students also, these students always their exams trigger to fear for many students,
Mm, mm,
and this fear lead to in disturbances and again on loss of confidence. So is there any
yes.
small technique or
Yeah.
anything, any trick that can be used with the mindfulness technique and they can implement on that on spot to retain their mind on uh,
Sure.
place? Okay.
Yeah. First, I will now discard the question, like disregard the question, and then respect the question. I will do both.
Yes.
So, and the disrespect for the question is, for us, everything is has to be in the nature of a hack. So if you go on Instagram, everybody will tell you one hack to instantly feel better, another hack to instantly make money, one more hack to instantly uplift your life. So हम hackable commodities हो गए. Okay, so mindfulness is not hack. It is a method. It is a discipline. Do we say that, okay, we wake up in the morning and we say, let me do a bathing hack? No, Baba, we go into the bathroom and take a bath. We practice hygiene. So mindfulness is practicing hygiene. Having said that, what is fear? Okay. So what is practicing hygiene? Every day building your capacity. So I always give this example. When you go to the gym every day or exercise every day, you're building capacity. And suddenly you realize, oh, I worked for 10 hours. I wasn't exhausted. That capacity that I built in the gym is now helping me in my crucial project, is now helping me to focus. It's now helping me to even work with great rigor and zest and enthusiasm. Okay, so that's capacity building. Let's come to fear. What is fear? Now, please pay attention to this. Fear is distorted projection appearing to be absolutely real. So I'm repeating, distorted projection of the mind appearing to be very real. So fear is always in Hindi, ऐसा हुआ तो, लेकिन वो होगा ऐसे ही लग रहा है. Which means now, because of our fear, we can't handle two things: our thoughts, which are distorting our perception, and because of our thinking, the unpleasant emotions that come up in our body and the state of the mind. Okay. So, what can you do in that moment? So, now let's come to the hack. This is my respect for the question. However, I don't think mindfulness is hacking. It is methodology, it is regime. But what is the hack? Neuroscience says that If you take a deep breath, inhale deeply, diaphragmatic breathing, and then do a long sigh through your mouth, it suddenly helps you calm down your nervous energy. Okay, so last week I was doing a session for about 1,000 people in a big auditorium. As my turn was about to come, I was sitting in the chair getting ready, but I'm feeling nervous energy, butterflies in my stomach. So what I did for 1 minute was, now after doing 2, 3 rounds like that, now I'm ready. I'm composed. My body is not twitching. The butterflies are now forming, flying in formation. It is helping me to regulate my disrupted energy in the body. And because my disrupted energy in the body is regulated, it also helps me to now bring my mind to some amount of balance. लेकिन बिना प्रिपरेशन के ये हैक करके जाओगे तो कुछ नहीं होगा. So पहले ही पढ़ाई की बहुत प्रिपरेशन करनी पड़ेगी, नहीं तो कोई हैक काम नहीं करेगा. So always remember, preparation is the highest ladder for confidence. So we always say in theater, what is the way to excellence? Repeat, repeat, repeat. So after having prepared in the moment, if you're feeling disrupted, you can try this. In modern language, you can try this hack.
Great, great, great. Means ultimately you have to put the effort and then you can balance it.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, without it, mindfulness will not help to hack your exams. That
Yeah,
pressure.
without it, God will also not help. कितना भी भक्ति करो, अबे बेटा प्रिपेयर क्यों नहीं किया? इतने दिन क्या कर रहा था? सडनली अभी नारियल चढ़ाने आया है. So,
So, it's very good to know students really are reaching out to us to manage
mm,
the stress, manage these emotions, because they understood they are good in tools, technologies, just because of this
mm,
fear or lacking of self confidence or presentable in the interviews. So, beyond academics, how this technique can help to the students?
yeah. Okay. So first of all, I think this is a life skill. So we have to understand that. And let me give you a very pertinent example here. So there's a neuroscientist or cognitive neuroscientist, I think. Her name is Amishi Jha. Everybody present on the call, you can Google it. Okay. She has given a wonderful talk at Brown University. What is her job? She's doing big time research on mindfulness. Okay. Now she picked up 3 cohorts. One was the US military people. So imagine she's doing this project with the US military also. Okay. US military people before a stressful season. What is a stressful season for them before they go on deployment? Okay. She picked up students before their examinations season because it's observed before the examination season, the stress is very high. And then she picked up professional athletes before they began their competitive season. Okay, again, the stress levels are very high. Now, the ICC World Cup is going on. You can imagine what the player is going through. The other day, India under 19 World Cup, right? Vaibhav Suryavanshi scored a century, blistering performance. But you know what he said? I did not sleep till 4 a.m. because of anxiety of the final match. Okay, so
Hmm.
that's the level of stress that they go through. Okay, and then they picked up these 3 cohorts. These 3 cohorts, they separated them into 2 methodologies. One methodology given to these 3 cohorts was you do mindfulness practice, which means certain specific mindfulness practices were taught to them, and they were asked to practice for 12 minutes every day. Okay. Other cohort was given a practice of only doing relaxation exercise. For that, what is relaxation for us? Chalo, I will scroll. I will listen to some music, waterfall sound, rain sound, birds twittering sound, all of that. So just relax. Okay. Now they wanted to study these 2 groups. Actually, what happens to them when they meet the levels of stress or the environment which demands one, attention, second, demands emotional regulation, staying balanced. People who only did relaxation exercises, when they were exposed to the stressful environment, the stress levels increased, attention levels dropped. But people who practiced mindfulness, their stress levels did not go up, even being in a stressful environment. And attention levels actually, for some people, they improved. Their focus improved. That is what high performers do. So if we want to be a high performer, it's high time we just don't look at training our exterior, which means मैं खड़ा कैसे रहूं, what should be my body language, should I smile or not, and all of that. No, your external world is a reflection of your inner world. And if you cultivate that inner world, being impactful, being inspiring, being engaging in the external world is comparatively easier. So mind training cannot be discounted, because this ability of mind training will go in every area of your life, especially when you face adversity. तभी वो इंस्टाग्राम पे जो हैक बोल रहे हैं ना, पैसा बरसेगा, सक्सेस बरसेगा, वो कोई मदद के लिए नहीं आने वाला है. आपकी अंदर की ताकत, योर इनर स्ट्रेंथ, एंड यू हैव टू डेवलप इट. कहीं से आने वाला नहीं है. Systematically we'll have to cultivate it. So mental training now is going into various spheres of life. As you see, American military is practicing it. Top level athletes are practicing it, because it is the most crucial training of our life. But the rewards are also long term. They will not go, but we have to be dedicated. So that is what I would suggest.
Great. So it's very good to know that mindfulness will build your life, inner you and outer you. That will be the reflections of your own. Uh, but when the students are building their career, their life, there are too many influencers in their lives. First is parent, friends, and the education ecosystem where they are
Yes.
learning. So, what should be their role to move it positively?
Hmm. Okay, so I think in the age of AI, where we possibly are going to think less and less, so it's very necessary for us to develop discernment. And what is that discernment? Discernment is very consciously making a choice between what is helpful for me and unhelpful for me, what serves me and what harms me. And if that discernment is not there, we are just going to become one amongst the herd and get carried away. I'll give an example of how technology and modern life is killing our discernment. Okay, I was watching an AI expert's video, and he said if you watch certain amount of content on Instagram, let's say again and again, the algorithm will catch it. How it will catch it? Several AI experts or algorithm experts in the background, somewhere far away from you, are now computing the billions of views that come to them. And then they are computing what kind of content will this person stay engaged with basis your watch history. And then that algorithm will keep on throwing the same content at you, where our discernment drops because we enjoy the content, right? So that level of discernment also is not happening then sometimes with us. And therefore, now scrolling is called as dumb scrolling. It is not smart scrolling. We become dumb, we become numb. So, as we are about to design our life, this discernment, when everybody is trying to influence you from various directions, we lose our discernment. And I think mindfulness also can build this habit for us about being aware. And only after awareness happens, the change can happen. So I'll give you an example. I'm coaching somebody right now. This person lost some crucial years of life, according to her. I don't think she's lost crucial years. It is her opinion. Okay. Now, the other day, she went on LinkedIn. And now she's seeing all my colleagues from the past. Oh my God, one has become a CEO. Oh my God, the other has started a business. Suddenly, she's feeling my life is shattered. कहाँ गया discernment? Her life path is completely different. Comparison, we know technically in our head कि नहीं करना चाहिए. It is harm for me. She's dealt with many more challenges. Parenting role, had to deal with so many other challenges in life. So nothing of this is discerned. What is she seeing? 20 people are more successful than me. My life sucks. And discernment is compromised. Because discernment is compromised, decision making is compromised. Now she is panicking. I need to make it big very quickly. What is the cost of it? How are you going to end up making those decisions? Because now you are on an expedited path in your head. You wanted everything very quickly. Maybe more wrong decisions will happen. So, as we go about designing our life, mindfulness, being acutely aware, being aware of what's serving me and what's harming me, my own life path, that discernment, if we lose, we can't ask ChatGPT, hey, you know what? I'm a budding youth. Please design my life. ChatGPT is not going to take responsibility of designing your life. We have to discern. Okay. So, I think that's very, very crucial. And I see that declining.
True, true. So, as you mentioned, fear, confidence level,
Mhm.
stress level, overwhelming, anxiety, and distraction, the major point to be highlighted. And I think we got a very good insights about this. But as time is pressing, I will ask one last question because many of them are also asking few questions from their end. So,
Okay.
what will be the one thing that student has to drop from today itself, and what
Yeah.
is the other thing they should adopt from today itself?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Reduce distraction. Don't talk to the chatbot. Talk to people more. Build relationships. Build healthy relationships. Build friendships. Build, rather than healthy, I would say build amazing relationships. The art of relationship will never be extinct. Everywhere we go, we have to work with people. So therefore, we should learn how to solve conflicts, how to have empathy, how to understand the other person, how to support the other person in distress, how to establish rapport. All that is going away because we're talking to dumb chatbots. Okay, so it is extremely, extremely important skill, and I would urge people to learn that. So go out there in the world, be more in the world, and be less with technology. Of course, we can't take out technology from our life. Use it; it's fantastic. But the discernment again, where to draw the line, and if that discernment is lost, we will lose something which is very critical for us in life, which is relationship building.
Great, great, great. So, thank you, Nitin sir, for giving this insightful session. Mm, Visitors, any other members, if you want to ask questions to the speaker, over to you. You can raise your hands. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't have exactly a question, but I'll be happy to have a response from our distinguished resource person for the day, Nitin. So yes, we obviously are living in a world that is full of distraction, not just digital, but also, I mean, in large cities and tier one cities, if you're going to college or you're going to your workplace, the traffic and the
Yes,
amount of stress that happens. By the
yes,
time you reach your destination, probably you need a break. I mean, you need
yes,
to uh, de-stress yourself from the stress that you have accumulated on the way, and also so much of, as you said, digital distraction,
yeah,
notifications. I mean, it goes on whole night, and of
yeah,
course during the daytime. So one of the things that I do, and I've started doing it recently, is that if I'm doing a training program or something like that, and very diverse group of people have come in from, you don't know what mode of transport, what state of mind,
yes, yes,
what is the situation on their home front, जिंदगी में क्या stress है, क्या है, कुछ पता नहीं
yes,
होता है. So there's something called a 5-step grounding exercise. I'm sure Nitin sir would definitely know about it. So I normally start by doing a little bit of unfreezing, and then do a 5-step grounding exercise in which all the participants get a chance to connect with all their senses. So
yes,
5 things
yeah,
you can see, 4 things that you can hear, 3 things that you can touch, maybe 2 things that you can smell, 1 thing that you can taste. I'm sure you know the grounding exercise. So I start with that, which is one way where people can kind of collect themselves in a psychological sense, in a mental sense, and at least get in touch with themselves and be in the present moment, rather than be in a mental state where वो रास्ते में एक यू नो एक स्कॉर्पियो ने किसी को मार दिया, या some accident happened, or somebody was fighting, or maybe you yourself had a small minor brush with someone, your car got damaged or your scooter headlight broke. We are in that kind of state. So I normally use that grounding, 5-step grounding exercise, and people have told me that it does help them to come into the present moment rather than wherever they were.
Great. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah.
Thank you for your share. So, to the visitor and speaker, we would like to showcase our success. VM3 and Internscope has built almost 300 plus lives. We made this candidate as employable. So we worked with the diversified candidate pool from MBA, media, BA, BCS, on even not from the suburb area, urban area, top-notch colleges students are also taking the benefits of this ecosystem. In last few days, few years back, there were few students, they were on a depression level. Some ladies were not sure to restart their career, and we helped them with this ecosystem to build their career, and they are working fantastically in their career with top MNCs also. Till now, the students from so many colleges has joined this ecosystem as a campus to corporate program. This vision is to support the candidate to make them employable, as VM3 is working with its own space for the projects and the business perspective. And for this project, we are building the social perspective to contributing the vision, building the nation here. 80% of students are from suburb area. They don't know what is technology, what is next career path, and who can guide us. But we are contributing their life. We request you, everyone, if you found someone, okay, I lost my career, I can't find my way, can you guide me? Just recommend us, or you can ask him to log in on an Internscope. Our team will reach out to him. We are inviting to the business owner to come up and share their job opportunities, small work to our students, our freshers, or the ladies who are willing to restart their career. So we invite all the business owners. Tomorrow is the Black Friday sale for the business owners. Share this word to your friends to publish their job post, because your one job post will create hopes for at least 20 applicants. Okay, there is no recession in market, there is quite opportunity. I have to upgrade as per that opportunities here, and we are there to support them to build their careers. So the session will be continued. Our next section will be the building the career in UI UX field. And the next speaker will be Prasanta Gautam. He is the founder and director of Amphable Labs Private Limited. He is a specialist in UI UX. His company purely delivers the project in UI UX, and he will be guiding to the students to build the career opportunities in UI UX and the AI implementation in their career here. So you can share the students who are willing to build their career in front end, full stack, or UI UX. Definitely they can get the good insights here. So this is about us. You can reach out via email, directly office, or phone call, or on a social platform. Thank you, everyone.